We're back. So it's djfallingupg once again, joined by my best friend strangledangles, here to give Green, White, Death, and Taxes another spin after a tough round last week. Going for the Redemption League, making some really minor tweaks. I tried out a couple Thalia for a couple leagues there in the board, and they just felt tricky with all the non-creatures I'm playing in the deck, so basically just trimmed those and kind of just going, I know you want me to play Portable Holes. They'll make it someday. But for now, I'm just... So I did add a third Skyclave as a sort of Portable Hole-ish, similar there. And I have one Giant Killer still in the list. I trimmed one Parting Gust for sort of like... I don't know, it just seemed like maybe I want a little more of the other removals right now, and 4 is just a lot. I've been running 4 for a while, just as like... Not that I play that much, but that's been the number that I just tried right when it came out, and it always felt pretty good, but I feel like it's a little less good than, there's not Vein Ripper running around or Amalia, so like there's some demon tokens and whatnot, so hence the like Giant Killer to answer those, and Skyclave's really good against the aggro decks. And I just went up to 3 aspirants. I figure go a little bit, like push a little bit more towards the beatdown route with this version of the list, no random one of Lion Sash anymore. And that's pretty much it.
But random one of Containment Priest.
I still have the one of Containment Priest. That could be, I don't know. I don't feel like it, this is where I feel like this shell is just kind of missing the perfect 2-drop. 4 aspirants just a lot. Like, I really don't feel like aspirant's that amazing right now. I really wish there was a better 2-drop, but I think it is a great follow-up to turn 1 Inspector, and it can let the deck get ahead and stay ahead if you follow up with an Archon or something like that. So this is sort of like the one flex slot I've left in, and I just don't even know what I would make it. I think it would need to be a 2-drop. Like, this is just the most 3-drops I'm willing to play, and then we have 3 Wandering Emperor, which I've been on for a while, and I like that number. So it's sort of like, would I play a 4th Aspirant, a 4th Virtue? I think that's just too much, like, do nothing. It's like 1-for-1, cards that get 1-for-1 easily and can leave you. Like, I kind of just feel like I'll stack up. This gives me 3 total Containment Priest and 3 total Hushbringer in the 75, which maybe the meta is shifting and that's not as good as it used to, but I used to just like love having 3 of each of those. And yeah, maybe I'll be shifting to like a different composition of Hate Bears or moving in some Portable Holes or something, but I feel like kind of comfortable with this. And I like when the kind of quote-unquote answers in the sideboard are creatures as much as possible, because then it just really fits with like Wedding Announcements, Invasions, Virtue of Loyalty. That's like how we kill the opponent in this deck, is like by the answers being creatures. It's sort of a fundamental deck philosophy. So
I do love that.
That's what we're going for here, and that's kind of why there's no Portable Hole. It's one of the factors that goes into my decision to have no Portable Holes and be like, I'd rather play Giant Killer, I'd rather play Skyclave, and that kind of thing. So, and even like Parting Gust to a degree, where it's like doubles as a save your guy spell. So let's give it another go here. Let's see if it can go a little better. Do I even have enough play points? Oh, I do. Cool. Sure. 1 and 4 last time. Pretty quick.
Yeah, it can't be much worse than last week.
Yeah, hopefully a little better.
Yeah.
I'm more tired, so we'll see if that affects my performance here. Sand is like much better on the play, but it's sort of just reasonable enough to keep.
Still seems like a keep, yeah.
I don't think it's a mulligan. It's a hand that really wants a 1-drop, but...
Oh, heroic, okay.
Immediately wishing I was on the
No
play
Gigant,
as well.
though. It's interesting. Curious what build of heroic this is.
Yeah. This is definitely one of the decks that every game I play against this deck is like, play draw is just such a big factor.
Absolutely.
It's probably I feel like it's the single biggest deck. Like, definitely Rakdos Aggro's up there, and some of the like Mana Dork decks are up there. But this is one where if I'm on the play, and I just like play Virtue of Loyalty, and it's like Doomblade, eat one of your guys for free. Whereas instead, I'm sitting here with 1 land, and they already have 2 heroic guys out. So definitely a dog in this one, but we'll see if we can draw well. Okay, that's definitely something.
That's solid. That's solid.
There are worse draws than that. Okay, I was gonna say, best case scenario for me is they like run out a card like this, miss a land drop. I get to like play Virtue and block here, and they pump it, and then I get to jam Skyclave and eat something. Okay, so they're going for. They're definitely. Okay, they probably hit a land drop. Dang. Yeah, I was gonna say if they missed a land drop after that play, I actually think it would be. I'd be like very much in the driver's seat.
You can still just like block the hoplite and probably
That's what I'm
force
gonna do,
another
yeah.
pump. Yeah.
I mean, if it's a protection spell, then it gets the protection spell out. I get to eat this next turn, and they only get to keep hoplite.
Right.
I guess the worst case scenario is if it's the burn spell, which it's sort of looking like it is.
That would be bad. Yeah, that would be really bad. If it's the Reckless Rage.
Yeah, like if I was on the play this game, again, this is just classic heroic. Every game I think this. If I was on the play, it's like I play this, I just free block this, untap, and Skyclave the other thing, and they have no creatures left.
Yeah, right. Well, they just have a perfect draw.
Yeah, they did mulligan. I only have 2 cards left, but one's definitely not a land, so I'm probably dead, but that's what I deserve for being on the draw.
That's what you deserve.
I mean, it is funny to think about how like far ahead I'd be in this game on the play.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Alright, they only have 2 spells left, and they don't have Giganta, like you said. They're just playing that. So
yeah, I'm curious why they don't have Giganta. What double white or double red spell are they playing?
Yeah, I mean, just, do they have a trample spell now? I'm blocking this for sure. I'm a little surprised they put both on there right away. And then I think I'm just playing Redain to block the 2/2. I don't know. It's like I really, jeez, like just no 1-drops anywhere to be found, which is really tough. But so I just didn't get to double spell ever here.
Right. Very rough.
It would help me a lot in this game. But next turn I can go Containment Priest, then Archon in the same turn cycle. So if they don't have a pump, I mean, okay, yeah, that makes that 9. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can theoretically chump it. That seems good enough to do it, but yeah, any other spell.
Yep, that'll do it.
Alright. Well, I'm just gonna bring in the invasions and cut like Redain's pretty mopey. I think one of's okay because in the late game, Volkmira can really be a game changer, and Containment Priest is pretty blank. All the 1s are good.
Invasion is an interesting
Maybe just
sideboard
3
choice here.
invasion. I mean, I think the idea is just try to make them only be able to do 1 spell per turn, or get rid of their protection spell at a key turn. It's maybe not worth 4 of it, but 3. Like it just is something that interacts instead of like 3 mana, 2/3 flying vigilance.
Oh, it's definitely better than that. Yeah, no, that's definitely true.
Like I said, I do like Volkmira. In the games that go long, Volkmira can definitely save you those last couple points of life. But well, we'll see if we can run back pretty much that exact game state. I'm going to switch my light.
Yeah, same hand, but on the play, you probably
That's
that.
very different. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm hoping for, is just their hand wasn't, I mean, it was good, but it wasn't like amazing. Oof, this is like really ugly. I think I just
Pretty
have to
awkward.
mulligan.
Yeah, I feel like you gotta mull that. Okay, this is way better.
Yeah, I think I'll put back Virtue, which is a little painful because it's very good in this matchup.
Oh boy.
Okay, could I ever draw Dramoka's Command? Challenge.
Yeah, Dramoka's, come on, one time. One time.
Feels like I'm not gonna have it, but so that's why they don't have the. Oh, and they'd have a haste creature.
Right. Okay, Leyline. That makes sense. That's why they don't have the Giganta. Yeah. Definitely should have thought of that. Leyline of Resonance banned in Best of 1 Standard. But not all of Standard.
It's very cheesy and seems much better on the draw than on the play. So like I definitely feel like I'm gonna get cheesed out here a bit, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, it's definitely
like,
very...
oh, you just have an extra card, and you get that with.
Right.
It's just it's sort of like you're on the play twice in a row.
Yeah.
Whereas like if they had that in their mulligan hand, I'm not that worried about it.
Right.
I'm just snap blocking both and make them fire something off and go from there. So what does this do? Copy that spell you may choose so they get to target both things. I mean, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
This is like what happened last league. Good lord.
Pretty brutal.
Just best possible on the draw hand. I mean, pretty much can't win.
Man, just come on, deck. Give us anything.
Yeah, I know. I had to mulligan the 2-lander and then can't find any non-lands.
Yeah.
I think it's over. Just too easy. Made it too easy on him.
Yeah, Archon, normally good, but
Normally insanely good
still,
on the play.
They can still kind of cast 2 spells.
It's really good.
Okay, now they can't. Alright.
Alright, so they get no
I was like,
damage this
Leyline
turn.
kind of lets them get around Archon, but not if they play a creature first.
Yeah. I still just have to draw a spell. Like one Dramoka's.
Oh yeah, Dramokas would be insane here.
But
what?
Okay, so they're just willing to get 2 damage in. So they must
Wow.
have.
Yeah, that's seems really surprising. They only have 2 cards left.
There we go.
Huh. You should play that backside? Yeah.
Yep. It's big.
Interesting. So what are their 2 cards if they were willing to just jam?
Oh, are you serious? They have the removal. Wow. Absolutely brutal.
Yeah. Okay. They have 1 card left. Presumably it's a pump spell.
Which if it's a pump spell, I lose, I think, kind of no matter what. I don't know. I think I just have to block and like make them use it.
You think you have to block?
I mean, if it's a pump spell and they double pump, all right, I just call their bluff. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, jeez, that's rough.
They straight up bluffed though. That's crazy.
All right, it's not nothing. It's not great, but it's not nothing.
I don't know. I don't feel that bad anymore now that they just straight up bluffed and lost.
I mean, 1 pump spell on this is with trample is for sure game, but with no trample, it's definitely not game. So.
Okay. Well, that is not trample. Dramoka is still by far your best draw.
Yeah, that like almost just kind of does it in the sense that I'm for sure in the abyss now. Like, it would be really nice if I could find any removal spells. But I think the ship kind of sailed on the Dramokas now, because now this is just too big.
Yeah, you just kind of have to block and Selfless Savior, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, if they have a trample spell, it's like, good job.
But they don't. Portable hole. Oh wait.
Dude, Skyclave.
Yeah, true. Skyclave.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I can sacrifice my aspirant
Interesting.
now. I don't know. Do we think they're on no spells?
It's really hard to say. I mean, okay, if they had a trample spell, they would have played it, right?
Yeah, I think I'm playing it.
I kind of like just going for it here. I think they either have a creature. I think they have a creature in hand. Nice. That's
Volkmira getting in there. Saving
that is huge. That probably just won you the game.
Okay, well, tough. At least I just get to have a big boy though, and have that.
Oh.
Here we go. Oh, Dramoka's command is good when you draw
it is good. Take that, opponent. What do you have? God's willing. Even if
even God's willing, I'm not that scared.
Even God's willing is not that bad.
But they would have had that last turn, unless they drew it. Yeah.
Sure. Right.
I'm gonna just do the.
Yep. That's Geege. That's gotta be
Alright.
Geege.
Well, I got a little lucky. They threw a lot of Swift Spears away to bluffing, and I just kind of was fortunate enough to block them up.
Hey, we take it.
Oh yeah, no, we take it.
That's great. Dromoka's Command. You put it in the deck for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah, I drew it on the last chance turn to still be able to fight that guy and live. I forgot about the Valkyria, so I was thinking I had to suicide it into the...
I forgot about it too. I thought you were gonna have
and
to
then I was like,
sacrifice
wait,
your thing. Yeah.
oh, I can save it. Alright, got a game off him on the play. It was tough.
Yep, that feels good. It feels good. This hand...
This is a weird hand, but I'm gonna keep it.
What? No, this is unplayable. There's no creatures.
There's Mutavault.
Oh, I would never keep this, but you do you.
I'm keeping it.
I would definitely mulligan this.
They mulliganed.
That's helpful. Always had it.
I still don't even have turn 2 Dromoka's Command.
No, but the hand still feels way better now that you drew that turn 1.
Yeah, it doesn't. If they just run out a 2-drop here, I mean, their deck should theoretically be kind of like Boggles and lose to itself half the time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, even if they had a 2-drop.
Yeah, no 2-drop is interesting. So they just have a handful of pump spells,
I guess,
presumably.
yeah.
I mean, we're about to find out. And
Lightning
remove
Helix, Sheltered by Ghost. Yeah, so I'll just take the Helix. Just make it like you can never really cast that. I don't care about any of the other cards. I mean, I actually don't even really care about the Helix even, but it's the... And Mutavault's gonna be very relevant in this game because I need the extra body. Very greedy to just keep a no creature hand, but I mean, I guess you can only mulligan so low.
Yep.
It is like if they draw a 1-drop here, that's pretty good. Yeah, I was gonna say, because now they can have like 2 lands up. They can Sheltered by Ghost it. But I have Dromoka's Command to get rid of the Sheltered by Ghost.
Right.
And what does this become? This becomes a 2/3, but it has Ward 2. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so...
That's
Okay.
good.
That makes Dromoka's castable. I feel like you just play that, and Dromoka's...
Yeah, Mutavault makes Dromoka's castable too.
True.
But yeah, I think I just play this. The question is, do I play the Dromokas on their turn, like let them maybe make a play that... I mean, I'd almost...
Yeah, I guess it doesn't... Their protection doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I don't really think it
So-
even matters, to be honest, but...
Yeah, you might as well wait.
I think waiting is fine. Theoretically, they could like throw Rending Volley at this, and I can prevent the damage. Okay, or they can do
True.
that. It's a pretty good draw. They've definitely had some good draw steps here. Cards. Okay, it's fortunate for me. So I can do sacrifice an enchantment, 1/1 counter. Yeah, I want to do this way. Get rid of the lifelink, and now like they can kill this with Rending Volley, but I don't really care that much about that. That's like them fighting a fight over something I don't actually care about.
Right.
And I think if they do that, then I'll have a window to kill the Swift Spear next turn with my Thraben Inspector. I think pretty much no matter what. I'll be able to get this Swift Spear off the table in one way or the other, kind of depending on how they sequence their cards, because they only get to play 1 spell here. They have Rending Volley, Sajiri, Shelter, and Lightning Helix for 4 mana that they can't play. So okay, they're gonna go for the just fire off the Rending Volley, it looks like. Or maybe the... I don't know. Okay, never mind. Faking me out. This is Very close. Do over. Yep. Okay, that's fine. Prowess trigger, but I get my guy back. Take 4, but they have no spells up now, so I can just kill this and flip invasion and go from there.
Yep.
And invasion, their other thing.
Yeah. Seems insane. That's pretty close to GG. Yeah.
Doesn't really do anything because I guess it does actually, because they're probably not playing as a land, so it will actually make it.
I can't really see them getting out of this.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, they'd have to draw Virtuoso right now, and then just rip spells off the top.
Yeah, like Defiant Strike into Ancestral Anger into whatever.
That's pretty much best possible as well there, so that will be the thing that makes me not attack with my Mutavault.
Pretty much seals the deal. Invasion has definitely proved itself.
Yeah, it's very good. There's the Helix.
Sure, yeah.
Should have done that, not an unstep, but I think they know it doesn't matter. Now I think there's nothing they could have that will get them there.
Boom, got him. Wow, that was looking rough after game 1, but
then like midway through game 2, but then they did that attack with all the Swift Spears, and I was like, oh, so you're saying there's a chance? Yeah. I even had the removal for my Archon. I mean, I think that game actually showed the just that ley line, like the ups and downs. Like the first pump spell with it was amazing, but they never really had a follow-up with that mattered with the ley line. Like they got to double their 1/1 counter spell with the Virtuoso, but like the ley line didn't really end up amounting to much. That's what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah, they can't just keep drawing heat forever. Doesn't always happen like that.
Well, that felt good.
Definitely.
Pull that one off. Got bailed out by my deck perhaps a little bit.
You had good draws, but I mean, hey. That's why you put those cards in the deck.
Yeah. Definitely drawing multiple Dromoka's commands in a lot of matchups feels really good right now, which is why I'm having a hard time quitting the green-white.
Yeah, I know.
Really
I know. What, like the last conversation we had was like talking about, oh, what if a different splash is better? Is Dromoka's really worth it? And then like Unholy Annex just shot up.
Yeah, it's a perfect example of a card that Dromoka's is like, so good against.
Yeah, the last I watched like a Doom Wake is doing weekly metagame breakdowns, which I've been really enjoying on YouTube. And where he just breaks down the challenges and shows like the total percentages of everything. And between black-red Unholy Annex decks and mono-black Unholy Annex decks, like combined, they were like 25% of the meta.
Wow.
Yeah.
And there's not really another card that, like, I mean, there's just not many cards that really like answer Annex.
Not well.
Yeah. Right.
Skyclave does it really poorly.
It's really hilarious that Skyclave like can only target cards with mana value 4 or less, but then can apparently give them an 8/8 token after target. You know, that doesn't seem like it should work that way, but I mean, I guess it does.
It sure does. I've had it happen to me. I learned by experimentation.
Yeah. Okay, that's really good that they didn't Thoughtseize me. Because it gives me my best. I don't know what deck this is, obviously, but if it's mid-range deck, Virtue is probably my best card. So getting to resolve the adventure, keep it in my hand for later through a discard spell is very clutch.
Yep. Yeah, I would assume mono black demons, but too early to tell for sure.
Alright. Don't have the green source for Jamokas.
Probably just running out the Archon here.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's my plan. Okay. That's fine. Hoping they don't have basic swamp. They might though. They're mono black. Pretty likely. Untapped land would be great. Okay, do they just have Shield's Edict as well? Like, I want to feel good about that, but I assume that means something.
Yeah, that's probably
so
what that means.
I'm probably just running this.
Yeah, I like Crack Clue here. No land. Rough.
Alright, let's get Edicted. Then feeling a lot less good about this game. After feeling like it was a great opening hand against a mono black mid-range. Dang. But kinda stuck. They've got the castle, any card advantage engine card now is really tough. Oh, it's just like discard.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'll get rid of that then. Jeez. Okay.
Not the greatest draws.
I'm definitely really stuck now. Needing to see some lands.
Okay, Sunken Citadel. They're probably straight up voice not then. If they're playing Sunken Citadel.
Brutal.
Oh yeah.
It's like I want to be ahead on life total more than I am to make the castle not so free, but it's pretty free. 3 life would be 3 life, I guess, but only hit them for onesies at a time.
Yeah.
This is pretty much how I draw up like an opener against this deck pre-board, to be honest, but
yeah, I still don't think you should feel that bad. You even have the parting
it's really
gust.
close. I'm
if they drop something like Shieldred, you have the Parting Gust. Like,
right.
If you draw another land, you have Emperor.
Yeah, I mean definitely like 2 lands off the top, and I'm feeling really good. Okay, there's one of them.
Solid.
Now I feel much better. I was gonna say, like, if they just had a Thoughtseize to take, or like Duress or something to take the Emperor, then I'm suddenly feeling like I might get stuck into like not playing very much impactful stuff. But now it's like, okay, get to Emperor, and if I get to untap and jam Virtue, I'm feeling really good. I mean, I assume they have like Invoke Despair. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what their hand is.
They must be really flooded.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's just all.
Do I keep the answer or the redundant Virtue?
I think you pitch a land here.
You think so? Yeah, I guess that's probably right.
The other cards are just so good.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's the Thoughtseize.
There's the Thoughtseize. I guess that makes pitching the land
way better.
Maybe, but
no, that makes it way better because now they don't just take my only other spell. You know, I get on land.
Yeah. No. Good point. Good point. Yeah.
So that's big. Good advice. Shieldred's Edict. Okay, I'm gonna just go for getting a 2/2 and hope I draw the. I mean, it's kind of weird to do that before the Thoughtseize resolves. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, that is
Like,
interesting.
I already know I'm gonna do this. I won't even look at your hand first. It's funny. Okay, well now I get to get real ahead on life total. Now it gets to happen. Dang.
Yeah, they have one card left. This is looking real good for you.
Yeah, and this is where Parting Gust being like removal plus protection is pretty huge, because protecting any of these, like I'm just leaving up Parting Gust. So low. The castle's not active anymore. That they definitely kind of let me have just what I needed. Yeah, okay. I must have flipped pretty hard. So this is where Wedding Announcements like is the best card in this matchup.
Yeah, so they're definitely waste not, since they're playing Gaia Reach. Yeah.
I tend to go cut the Archons. Aspirant's kind of like easy to 1-for-1. I don't love it, but it also gets me ahead. Jamoka, 4 Jamokas is a lot. I think like Skyclave is good to keep in because it is a catch-all. Like it hits everything.
Yeah, it hits the waste not plus like.
I think like this removal package is like some amount of these should go.
I think I don't think you need 3 Parting Gust.
Like I could trim like 1 of each of these.
Yeah, I like that.
I like all the ones. I like all of these. They usually bring in, Wraths and Invoke Despair and whatnot, so I do think Redain's pretty strong. I like all these. I like these. I like these, and I think I definitely want to keep some of the. So how many? Yeah, maybe it's just this. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, those cuts look good. Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yep. Nice and clean.
This matchup has historically felt very favored for me.
Very good, right? Yeah. Okay.
It's I rarely have lost, and I'm like probably speaking too soon now, but like that game is a pretty good example of like I had a good opener, but like I didn't really draw what I wanted to be seeing, my first few draw steps, and it felt like I had sort of like opportunity of weakness, and they just couldn't capitalize at all. Like,
right.
Kind of like, what is your deck doing to win? Like they had like a 2-turn window of like they could have done whatever they wanted. Okay, they did get to be on the play with the Waste Not, and I don't have Dramokas or any answer here.
Yeah, this is their better draw, for sure.
Yeah. It's still like I get to just discard. If I find 3rd land off the top, or 4th land I should say, and they do something. Okay, interesting. Thoughtseize is cripplingly good now.
Yeah.
Because they would just get to like draw 2.
But they don't have it. Okay, that's big.
So I get to just run out Wedding Announcement now, which is very good.
Yeah.
They have the Fatal Push. I wonder if they're on Go Blank. If they are, that's going to be tough.
Does kind of seem like they're setting up for a Go Blank.
Like they have to be, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to give them mana and a 2/2. 2 2/2s. I don't want to let them draw. That's the main thing I don't want them to do.
Yeah, I like that.
If they just have another Go Blank, then I'm probably losing. Like, okay, play another spell, that's fine, I don't really care.
Yeah, as long as it's not another Go Blank.
Yeah, ooh, okay, well that's pretty good.
That's very good.
Okay, well that's definitely one of the better things I could have drawn, although I kind of want to keep it. I guess I'm giving them too much use. I think I have to keep it.
Really?
I gotta be able to take out the Sanitarium. I can't leave them with Sanitarium double Waste Not.
That's true.
Okay, this game's probably over.
Damn.
I mean,
this is their nut draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez. All right.
Ugh.
I guess I don't want to concede. This deck can be shitty sometimes, so
yeah.
I really feel like conceding.
It's pretty much over. Do you attack here? Yeah, why not, right?
I don't know. Yeah, they just have to have straight nothing. I mean, it's like, yeah. If they have a removal spell to blow me out here, then it's over. But I mean, I just have to like, I can't afford to play around anything, you know. Okay, that's best case scenario. Just throw one away. All right, I'll take that. It's like all your waste not's doing is making those idiots. So I mean, I also drew them a million cards, but
right. Thought sees me now. Come on.
right. They have a lot of air now. That's the thing. I mean, they also probably have like Shieldred and that Elkalat's bat guy. Okay, and just that. All right.
And just another sanitarium. Yeah. That's pretty rough. Okay, well, you can get rid of one of them.
Yeah, no, that's a big draw. That's a really big draw.
Yeah. Definitely not over yet.
All right, 1 mana, you lose 2 life.
Because you want to be hellbent against this deck.
Kind of. You want to be holding 1 bad card to let to loot away.
Well, yeah, you want to be hellbent.
Holding a land at all times.
Unless they have Gaia Reach, yeah.
Right. I mean, they're at 11. I don't know, what are they going to do now? Let's see, Shieldred? Oh no, there's that guy, yeah.
Oof.
Alright,
okay,
this is why we play Wandering Emperor and whatever.
Yep, Emperor off the top, let's see it.
And Parting Gust is really what I want to see, to be honest.
Or Parting Gust, yeah.
Fatal Push. Using the mana, I don't know why they did that sorcery. Oh, I should have made this in this one, but I guess, yeah, they're not attacking me anyways. Okay, well, that's pretty rough. I'm just sitting on that. There's an argument to playing it and just having a blocker for this, but... Oh, yeah, wait, I have to discard it anyways. Ooh, that was dumb.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that. Maybe they'll Gaia Reach me first. Come on. Yes! Ah, okay. Never mind.
Not good.
Well, this is whenever I discard a land card. Alright, so I'll discard that now. Alright. Officially doing nothing. Oh, that doesn't even matter. Yeah, okay. I mean, this was their nut draw. They got me. You got me, opponent.
Oof.
I mean, I was gonna have to discard that anyway. That card.
Yeah, you were gonna discard that anyways. That's true. Yeah, so that actually didn't really matter.
I mean, it does mean that this draws them a card now, but.
True.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Okay. I mean, your Emperor does just immediately die, but...
I mean, yeah, but I had to answer that.
Yeah, oh yeah, you had to, yeah.
Okay, 2 more zombies.
Oof.
Not going very well for me with what I'm drawing off the looting right now. If this had been 1 card earlier, that last turn cycle would have been comically good for me.
Right.
But... blocker back? I don't know why they're doing this. Strikes me as ridiculous.
Yeah, that's really weird. Let me just throw away 3 zombies to kill your Emperor instead of just sending 1 flyer at it for free.
Okay, Fatal Push me. Alright.
Sure.
Good for you.
Huh. They have 0 cards. I mean, you could threaten to flip it.
Pretty irrelevant, but I think I'll play it. I think I will just attack it and get it flipped. Or they...
Yeah, I think it's worth it.
The old triple waste knot, double Gyreek Sanitarium game.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So it goes. And they draw castle. They just do like all the perfect lands. What's crazy is they've drawn a million more cards than me, and still like, have I definitively lost? No. Yeah.
Not yet.
That's what I needed.
Yeah, you just need to keep being able to loot away lands.
Yeah, I haven't really gotten that lucky with that yet. It's like the first time. Okay, that'll probably do it.
I would have seen one more draw.
Fair.
No, that's fair. It was pretty much.
I mean, that game makes me feel like I want the Fortramokas, but I think I really don't. It's fine to not, you know,
Yeah, they're not going to
really
usually draw
good.
3 of them. Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep this. Great start. This is a hand that really punishes them if all they have is turn 2 waste knot.
Right.
Okay, it's very good for me.
Yep. Glad that they don't have Fatal
Now
Push.
it's sort of like, do I wait? Do I run out Aspirant? Probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely Aspirant. Because then next turn you can play the Invasion and threaten to flip it, right?
Right. Oh yeah, sorry, I was between Aspirant and Virtue, so no matter what I was thinking I'd have 3 power in play. The question is, do I like make them think I'm just gonna crack a clue and they think like shields are down, you know, whereas now they'll make, if they have removal, now they probably like try to play it, you know.
That's fair, that's
But if
fair.
they just waste not here, okay, yeah, so now I at least get to just flip Invasion.
Yeah, this is a good spot to be in.
Pretty huge. And I'll see, like if their hand is relying on Go Blank to be good, which it looks like it is.
Yeah,
They
wow.
actually are just don't even have the mana to play.
They don't even have third land. I feel like you just take the Go Blank.
Yeah, so they can duress me and draw a card, which kind of sucks, but I'm going to be really far ahead.
You're so far ahead on board, it's like not that big a deal. Yeah.
Yeah, so now they just have a blank Fatal Push, basically. I mean, they can play it, but I'll just... In fact, I actually probably won't even say... If they play the Fatal Push... Okay, yeah, they're doing the duress. I was going to say, they kind of got to go for this line, I think. Go for, like, the higher upside. Yeah, draw a card. Try to hit a land drop if they missed it. Okay, and they hit Sunken Citadel, so they don't even get to Fatal Push me. So they're just going to be, like, almost dead.
Yeah, this is looking great.
Yeah, I just get to hit them for 6, 7. I get to hit them for a lot.
Good old Mutavault. Good old Mutavault.
Cool, make me discard cards.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Oh, you're dead, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, maybe they'll draw a Path of Peril. Oh wait, doesn't matter. Children? Oh, Path of Peril. Doesn't matter.
So they have Fatal Push-Up still.
I mean, true. But
Yeah, I'll just do this.
you still gotta do it. Yeah. Yeah, they get to kill one thing.
That was like best possible, which is kind of funny. Anything else that they'd had in their hand before was irrelevant.
You're still insanely ahead. I mean, you have.
Oh yeah, I think I still. I mean, I think I
still have
don't
them dead
know how
on board, right? Yeah.
Wait, because now I can save this.
Yeah.
Yeah. GG.
Dead.
Nice.
Well, I love a turn 5 kill with the green white deck. Not exactly a common thing, but love it. Love to see it.
That felt good.
That was great. Putting on a clinic so far.
It's definitely a good game 3 there. Felt good after that. Pretty rough game 2.
Okay, we got a
I
Yorion.
feel like I'm getting. Ooh, that's tough. Yorion's like the opposite of mono black. I'm feeling like how I feel about that matchup is
Right.
really tough.
Question is it blue-white? Is it enigmatic?
Right.
What do we got? Let's see. Enigmatic. All right. I don't know if that's better or worse.
Definitely need to see like a Redain off or Archon off the top next time.
Dromoka's is nice.
It is, yeah. Definitely is. Okay, that's pretty big too. Do they have swamp for? Okay, I think they have all 5, right? So they could. That's good. Okay, I think I will just plan 2 Dromokas if they do the. So now I hope they have the leyline binding. Come on, there we go. It's clutch.
Yeah, and you get to do it in response and keep the counters. Yep.
Hopefully they don't have another one now.
By the way,
yeah.
This is kind of out of the blue, but did you see that there's a major rules change with Foundations?
No, I didn't.
So.
Chain to the Rocks. Jeez, brutal. At least I have the freebie removal on Field of Ruin on it.
That's true. That is nice. Yeah. So with Foundations comes a rule change, and it's if you block, there is no longer a period where you can declare a block, pass priority, and then still do something.
Wait, what?
There's no longer a post-blocking time to do. You can't declare a block and then do something anymore.
What?
Once you declare a block, that's it. Yeah.
Why did they make that rule change?
I have no idea. I have no idea, but that rule change is happening. With Foundations. It's kind of huge.
I mean, that just influences every game that has anything to do with combat.
Right. No.
Like
exactly.
creature-to-creature combat.
Yeah, it totally does. Like it changes the way you have to play. I don't think it necessarily makes any like particular strategy worse or anything like that, but it just changes how you have to play. I didn't like see anything about their reasoning. I don't really get it.
Yeah, that
I
is
don't
really
know
strange
why
to me.
they made this change like this late in the game.
Yeah. So like, right now, if they block with Sylvan Caryatid, I wouldn't have the opportunity to cast Dromoka's command to put one counter on it. It would just be like, that's the block, it's done.
I think it's just that they don't have the option to do something else. Let me double check.
Alright, I hope they're land screwed, because that's what I'm playing for right now. It's just basically using that Dromoka's command to kill their Caryatid. We weren't really talking much, but that was what I decided to do. I don't know if they might be Bring Delight, right? Like, they have Caryatid. Seems
yeah, they
uncommon
probably
to me.
are. They probably are.
Ooh, that's rough. I know there's like a Overlord's deck too. It's a really good draw. Definitely not feeling advantaged right now. This one.
Okay, so here's the change. Damage assignment no longer exists. If a creature is facing multiple opposing creatures in combat, that creature's combat damage is assigned and dealt as its controller desires during the combat damage step. Other players won't necessarily know what's going to happen.
There's no like ordering of blockers.
Correct.
Also, did you just see that game? They just conceded. Like, I have no idea why.
I was looking away at
the
stupid rules change. Wait, what happened?
They just they played Overlord of the Hotwoods, like with the impending cost, I just played a Thraben Inspector, attacked him for 5, passed turn back to them, and then they just conceded on their turn. I don't really know what I'm playing against. It could be Niv, right? But would Niv play Overlord of the Hauntwoods? They probably would. It could be like Bring to Light, or it could be...
It could be Bring to Light. It could be
Incarnation. Seems
yeah,
like
or it could be just both. I mean,
true, I guess.
Yeah,
Hushbringer is probably good then.
Yeah,
Skyclave is kind of
Hushbringer. Let's see. Hushbringer technically doesn't stop the Overlords.
True. It just stops Niv, the one that
But
draws cards. Although they play that other Niv a lot now too, and it's really good against Enigmatic because it stops any creature they tutor up. Like
true,
it doesn't do anything.
True.
Like all their creatures are good because of ETBs.
Yeah, that's
Containment Priest is good against Enigmatic, but it's not good against Bring to Light. So that's kind of like a weird, tricky one of like, where do I hedge there? I think this is just like a bad Thraben Inspector matchup.
Yeah, Thraben seems pretty poor.
I think all the other 1-drops are good. I think I'm gonna like guess.
Is Self the Savior good? I feel like all their removal is exile.
Leyline Binding definitely is. What else? They used to play like Bone Crusher and stuff, but maybe they don't anymore.
Oh, I haven't seen.
Sorry, they definitely don't play Bone Crusher anymore. But maybe they play like that.
If anything, I see like
the Red Overlord, but I didn't see Red Mana there.
Red Overlord, that's true. Red Overlord.
It's kind of like I probably want some 1-drops. Okay, I have to make some actual decisions here. So maybe like,
I at least don't think you want 3 Selfless Saviors.
Yeah, maybe I cut like 1 at least. Maybe I cut like 1 Skyclave. They can like kind of be good sometimes, depending on like just hitting like up the beanstalk or something. They can be good in tandem with Dromoka's Command, basically, is the gist of it. Like they can help get rid of the like pesky 2-mana enchantment to let Dromoka's Command trade. I definitely don't want 3, but 2 might be passable. They're definitely bad with Hushbringer though. I mean, this is 60, but I don't really know if I'm super sold on this. Parting Gust 3 is kind of a lot. I think maybe 2. I still have Giant Killer. Maybe I keep like 1 more.
1 Thraben, just to kind of round things out.
Curve reasons. Yeah. I don't love my configuration. Well, it doesn't help that I don't know what I'm up against, really.
Yeah,
it's making it a little harder. I don't. This is a matchup that I don't feel like I have like an amazing plan against. I just kind of have to hope I draw the right stuff to line up against them, and this is not very good. Not keeping this. Archon is also much better against like Enigmatic when they play fires than it is against... Oh, it's good against Bring to Light, who am I kidding? But you can't cast Bring to Light through it. Oh, I forgot, Wandering Emperor is kind of bad against both those decks too. See, I feel like I'm just always winging it, like, don't really know what I'm doing when I'm sideboarding against that. So, might get punished here. Really glad I got to steal that game 1. And my lands are really awkward here too. Just 2 really rough openers. But yeah, I'm kind of not super following that rules change. I almost feel like I need to like play through it to really understand.
So I have there's a more specific example about it. Okay. So it's basically straight up, there's no more, the order of blockers no longer matters. So like,
See, that is less impactful.
My 5/5 attacks gets blocked by a 3/3 and a 4/4. Okay. It's now the declare blocker steps. After blockers are declared, our last opportunity to do anything before combat damage is dealt, I pass priority. You have Giant Growth in hand. You can still save the creature of your choice. We'll say you want to save the 3/3. So you pump it up to a 6/6. We move on to combat damage. Now I get to assign my creatures 5 damage any way I want. So that's the change. So there's no order of blockers, and then you get to pump spell, and then you get to do something. It's you block with 2 creatures. Cool. The attacker gets to decide how the damage is divided. That's the change.
Okay, interesting. You God of Lies. Okay, so it's definitely Bring to Light. I mean, Fatal Push is like... I really don't care. Okay, yeah, definitely BTL with the Volky. think I jam Invasion this turn, because if they just have Bring to Light, they get to just play it otherwise. Sunfall. What is that 5 mana?
What the
When
fuck?
it enters, exile target card other than a basic land. For more Hushbringers. I mean, I don't really care about Sunfall right now, so I'm just taking that.
That's so weird. I've never seen that card before.
It would just be a 4/4 blocker that I can't deal with, so I
True.
definitely, that's, I think, like, alright, Sunfall me, lose your 2 for 1 yourself. Alright, Sunfall's looking real rough for my opponent right now.
Yeah, right. Go right ahead and Sunfall.
So they're on Sunfall, they could get Urian, which I imagine they'll want to do. Like, now I get to attack and have Wandering Emperor. Yeah, okay, it seems like a smart attack from them. So now if they, like, block with Caryatid, I at least get to just eat it, and I know they don't have anything to punish it. I mean, very weird game. One good top deck from them away from being really behind, like one Bring Delight away, but
True.
with what they currently have, it's absolutely nothing. They didn't even go get Urian, which seems like a mistake to me. Like, what are you doing with your mana?
Right?
Nothing?
Yeah. We know their one card is Sunfall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's just a mistake.
Yeah, so just... They can't crack back at this and kill it, so I'm just kind of forcing an issue here of like, okay, you're either going to have to Sunfall me or putting you in the Abyss to not have me flip the Invasion, which is, to be fair, the Invasion's looking pretty mopey here. As far as it doesn't interact with Sunfall at all. I hate how little interacts with Sunfall. It's very annoying.
Yeah, it is super annoying, but
nothing I can do about that at this point. There's the Urian.
now they put it in hand. Okay.
So their hand is Urian, Sunfall, plus that thing exiled. So now it's like, are you just gonna chump with Caryatid?
It kind of seems like they will.
Yeah.
So if they chump with Caryatid, you assume they're just gonna Sunfall?
Yeah, I think I just played nothing. I mean, I'm not gonna. Okay. Interesting.
I feel like they're Sunfalling, so I feel like you just want a plus here to not lose your Emperor.
Yeah. I mean, I could minus and have a 2/2, and then I just have a blocker if they don't Sunfall, but then it gives their Sunfall one more.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Which might be what I do.
Actually, that's a good point.
Because like, if I don't, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I do want them to Sunfall, right? At some point, like they gotta do it. I want to get.
Yeah, you gotta burn it at some point. Yeah.
Yeah. This game's gonna be a slog, I think.
Katose. I've never seen that card.
It seems really bad because it's
Silent Spider. Yeah, it seems horrible, honestly.
I don't know why you'd play that over like any of the other surgical extraction type effects.
Yeah,
I don't. 5 mana and it can only target something in the graveyard.
I guess the idea is if you're tutoring with Bring to Light, it doesn't matter that it's 5 mana. Like you also get a 4/4 body. I don't know.
Oh, it does say for as long as you control it, you may play one of the exiled cards.
Okay. That is a bonus.
I mean, I hope they just play that. Okay, they're just playing Urian. Okay. This is a very strange game for my opponent. I don't really get it. I think I'm just putting the token out. Am I?
I think you do. They get to take your Thraben, which doesn't really matter.
I could have activated Recruitment Officer, I guess, which actually might be better, but I don't know.
Okay, yeah,
Hard to
maybe.
say. Yeah, I mean, take my Thraben, whatever, I'll get it back. When the Volky dies, when they Sunfall, I don't know, it doesn't really matter.
Right.
so I think I just...
Yeah, plus on the officer and then attack the invasion.
Yeah.
And if they block with Yorion, you can just Jamoka's it. Oh, attack with everything. Wow.
Wait, why not attack with everything? I don't care if they...
Yeah, that's
they're
true.
gonna block here. I was gonna say, this is good for me. So now what I can do is put a counter here and have this fight here. Yeah, like that. I don't know how. Like the question is, how valuable is this Jamoka's command? Do I really like care about keeping it around that much? I feel like
You want to kill the Yorion, right?
Yeah. So counter here means I flip the invasion. Fight here means they keep their Valky, but the recruitment officer's first strike will kill the Yorion.
Oh, I see.
So I basically get to flip the invasion and kill Yorion, but they keep Valky, which I think is good.
I think that's good. Yeah, that sounds good to me.
I feel like they really have to Sunfall now, but maybe I'm wrong. So their hand was Sunfall plus their hand is Sunfall and 2 unknowns. Vanishing Verse, target the Knight. Yeah, I'll save it. I think it's worth saving the Emperor here.
I agree.
I need to win a long, slow game. Yeah, I like this position now, because now I just get to attack for 1,000,000, and then they have to Sunfall. They're gonna chump probably, like.
Yeah, now I feel like you just hold up recruitment officer.
Or yeah, I think that's what I do as well. Just get the. I should have plussed. Oh well, because I don't think I want to make another token. Oh well. I went a little too fast there.
That's all right.
We'll see if the 1 point of damage ends up mattering. So now, like, they can Sunfall, but I can just draw an extra card, presumably, unless the recruitment officer whiffs for the...
Right.
Draw an extra card. Okay.
Okay.
Just not even cast their board wipe, and...
You just said, fuck this, dude.
His opponent just didn't care about playing Magic.
Alright, well...
Both of those games they conceded in game states where against the known information that I had, I did not feel like I was for sure winning.
Gotta say, though, we already got our Redemption League.
Yeah, we did already.
This is
3-2, here we come.
Yeah, no. That's not what I'm saying. Yeah, this has gone great so far. Hey, I gotta be right back.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, be right back.
Yeah, the list is feeling fun. Been playing Death and Taxes for a lot of years. Don't really know how to play another deck, so that's all I do. Still debating the Fountain Port versus Field of Ruin a little bit. Will continue. Alright, fantastic opening hand. And on the play. Great start. Where's the Jamoka's command when you need it? Alright, Containment Priest may be relevant here.
All right, I'm back.
Okay, probably
Looks
Phoenix.
like we're against Is it Phoenix?
Always a fun matchup. Always very difficult to sideboard. I have
Yep.
my Fun of Containment Priest in the hand, which could be very relevant depending on what my opponent does here. 2 basic islands against my Field of Ruin. That feels really good to see. Come on, land. Okay. Maybe not the land I would have picked, but ooh, okay. Now we're in business. Do they typically play 3 islands? I think they do.
I don't think so. Well, I don't know, actually. That's a good question.
Do I just do a...
It might be worth a test. That's tough. Well, so you could also just hold up Emperor this turn.
Right. Which is pretty tempting as well. I mean, I think I don't aggressively do this here because it like probably gives them a blue mana right back. I'm guessing they play 3 islands. That's what I've seen most often.
Yeah, they might.
I think I'm gonna play this kind of slow. I just have a lot of really good relevant cards here. Okay. Now we'll see what they mill. That might play into my decision making here. But like, I have an answer to 1 Phoenix. Well, actually, I have an answer to many of Phoenixes, but I have Wandering
many
Emperor.
Phoenixes. Yeah.
Wandering Emperor is like the perfect first Phoenix answer. Ooh, double Phoenix. Okay, that's tough. So now it's a little more tempting to take them off this red at least. But also Containment Priest could get them pretty good here.
It could.
I feel like I'm tempted to just let it play out.
Well, so if you field them now, you still have Containment Priest mana up.
Right, I do, yeah. But
that's tough. That's tough. I don't know. I kind of like getting rid of it because even if they have the 3rd island, they're off red mana.
Right, unless they just have a red mana in hand, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go aggressive here on the field. I see merit to any.
Yeah, I could see an
line
argument for you there for sure. Yeah, they
Yeah,
do have
so
the 3rd island.
So they're digging for. Well, I didn't even take that. Yeah, so they probably have another land to produce red, and now they probably for sure have Treasure Cruise. But hopefully they don't have a red untapped in addition to. Yeah, hopefully if they don't have a red untapped. What I'm worried about is that they triple spell and then just have a red untapped. that will be pretty punishing for me, because then they could just kill a Containment Priest.
Right.
That's like worst case scenario, which we may be heading down that road here. Okay, yeah, there it is.
Of course. Of course.
So then the question is like, and they have the exact right amount of cards to double
Jeez.
in the same turn. Which is
Brutal.
awesome.
Have you played against this artist talent yet?
A little bit.
This is definitely the most popular version now. Well, I feel like you have to go for the contain. Well,
I have
they have
9
cards. They definitely have a removal spell.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like it's just not even worth trying, to be honest.
Yeah,
that's kind of
it's probably
out
not.
there.
It's probably not. You just parting gust one of them?
I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Gift. Dang, went from seeming really promising to seeming like I'm losing for sure really quick there. But
yeah, artist talent is like replacing Ledger Shredder in a lot of lists. And it's kind of scary.
That's crazy to me, man. Wow. It just feels like they can't have enough threats to win the game to me, but what do I know?
I think it's crazy too, but then I play against it and it destroys me, and yeah. I don't know, it just lets them like do that like churn through their deck thing just even more efficiently.
Yeah.
Double field looking very nice here.
Yeah. Still not like a thrillingly good game state for me by any stretch of the imagination.
No, definitely not.
My opponent has like running out of cards in their deck.
That's true. That's true. You've already eliminated 1 Phoenix. You have 2 more
No,
exiles.
they killed it. Yeah, they killed it.
Oh, they killed it. Right. Okay,
So,
fair enough.
and they'll probably find the untapped red land if I had to guess, and put me in the same position as last time.
We have 2 more exiles in hand, plus Containment Priest.
Here comes the next treasure cruise.
Which, hopefully, there'll be an opportunity for Containment Priest to shine at some point.
This is my experience with the Containment Priest in this matchup. Like, I've never boarded it in. Yeah, like, they're just shocking and going to combat. It's, like, crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just going to Parting Gust again. I have 9 cards in hand again. Make them burn spell their own thing again. Go from there.
Yep. They're at 17 cards in deck. Alright, we're on the mill plan.
Yeah, I mean, like that's what happens when they have artist talent, I suppose. Great draw.
Yeah, absolutely. Or do you just, like... Is there any world in which you just slam the Emperor and exile the Phoenix?
I don't think I do it sorcery speed. Because then they just kill it in combat with another Phoenix their next turn.
That's true. That's true.
I think I'm probably... shocking here. They already hit 1 spell pierce. They probably play 2, right? Like
they probably play at least 2. Yeah.
At least 2. Wow, they play that many these days.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes 3. But
wow.
I mean, it's probably 2. But they're already, you know, they only have 16 cards left in deck, so the odds of them having the second one is pretty
right.
high.
I think they probably have the second one. Yeah.
Clear.
I think I'm just like making them do the rigmarole again. Discard Spire Bluff Canal. I'm searching for another Phoenix here. Discard Phoenix. There it is. It does really make them do everything at sorcery speed and really play their hand, show their hand a bit that way, which is interesting.
That's true.
But like the play pattern is pretty absurd. Just like it really is like, all right, only Phoenixes. That's it. That's all I got.
Yep. Yeah. Seriously, it's
like,
very all in. I feel like you just have to go for the Emperor here.
mean, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I could have tried to Containment Priest, but then that would open this up too. I guess they're just gonna kill it again. This is one of those awkward games where like maybe I should have run out of Containment Priest because it would mean they wouldn't just be burn spelling their own Phoenixes constantly.
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird.
Here. Probably, I mean, that's the second Lightning Axe though. I mean, they almost certainly have another Lightning Axe. I think it's... I think I might have kind of just gotten in too deep of a hole here and never found the Dramokas to fight the turbo dig for the Phoenixes. I don't know. I felt like I was in this one, but I'm feeling like it's a bit of a lost cause now. Like, I guess getting to double Field of Ruin them doesn't really matter when they just get to cast 3 Treasure Cruises in 2 turns.
Right.
Like, okay, you'll just find the lands.
Yeah.
You're not actually land screwed. Like, I'm going to be able to run out this Containment Priest now. They're going to be able to play it. Yeah, there's... Okay, I think... Yeah, I mean...
You're probably dead.
Oh,
but make sure...
Wait.
Oh, wait.
No, they paid the mana for it. Those Phoenixes
now they
are
don't
gone.
have the mana to kill your Containment Priest, yeah.
That doesn't even kill that either. Wait. Oh, really?
Come on. Come on. Well, you still got to run it out and try.
Wow, absolutely brutal. The shock land.
They can kill it, but... No! Wait. Oh, they got exiled.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not a May.
Yeah.
I didn't
They
realize
didn't have another... I guess that is 2 Lightning Axes. That's 3 Lightning Axes and 4... They're just going... Okay, yeah, they are going after the Emperor. So I do have a cave to block.
It's not over.
1, 2,
it's
3,
definitely
4,
not
5,
over.
6, 7.
They have 3 cards left in deck, so they can't cast much.
That's a great draw, too. Okay. So I get to just do that. just means my cave is protected from a 4th lightning axe.
Yep.
I mean, I guess they might just have... No, they can't really profits because they can't really draw anything.
Yeah, have we seen a profs yet?
There's one that got milled.
Okay.
Second Odawara. They already milled one of those. They can't Brazen Borrower, right? It's a non-land permanent.
Into the Flood Maw? Are you serious?
Return target creature an opponent controls on his hand. If the gift was promised, instead return target non-land permanent. What is...
Into the Flood Maw? I've never seen Phoenix play that card.
And it's just a straight one of, like, in addition to a Brazen Borrower.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. I guess you got it.
Well,
cool.
Yep, they wanted it more, I guess. I don't know.
Jeez, that's a pretty rough way to lose that particular game.
Yeah, I've never seen that card out of Phoenix. I mean, it doesn't seem bad, I guess, but...
Like, do they still play Crackling Drake? Giant Killer's good against Profts. It's good against Crackling Drake. It's good against... Yeah, I don't know. I don't love Aspirant. Like, do I bring in the Priest? If they're Mega Turbo Phoenix, like, maybe I do want Containment Priest, but I don't know.
It's tough. I mean, it looked pretty bad
like
that game.
Yeah.
Pretty bad that game.
Giant Killer could be good or it could be bad.
I actually like Dromoka's more now that they're on the
yeah, Dromoka's is always amazing, and now it's even better.
I
mean, I think it's just bringing Rest in Pieces and find the 3 worst things to cut, which I think is perhaps the Containment Priest, like 1 Aspirant, which just kind of dies to removal most of the time. Could be the other Aspirant, or it could be like 1 Virtue, like maybe split like 2-2.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Virtue's not very good either. It's kind of like they're both.
Yeah,
Aspirant and Virtue are both pretty mopey.
I like cutting a Virtue.
Dang, I really thought I was maybe gonna escape. Okay, cool. Well, there goes the. Here we go, 3 and 2, baby.
Damn.
Absolutely
oh well.
Brutal.
All right. Well, hey, this is actually like a winnable mold of 5.
And they're just on 7. I don't know. They can.
I mean, it's rough. It's not gonna be easy.
Yeah.
But...
You're not gonna sell me on that.
Okay, they're not holding up Spell Pierce, so you get to resolve Rest in Peace. It's not over yet.
It's a rough draw on a mulligan. One of the worst cards when you don't have other creatures to protect.
Definitely true. Definitely true.
Well, if I just had 2 more cards, I'd be feeling great.
Right, yeah.
Just give me that, like, Wandering Emperor.
Yeah, you could definitely still draw out of this. Just hit Land Emperor.
Card on top. Found something they wanted.
But no 3rd land.
And they kept something on top. Wait, they're
Yeah,
just discarding
interesting
hand size. What? Ooh,
Yeah,
that's a very good draw.
They kept a card on top and no 3rd land and discarding. Very interesting.
Yeah, that I think that goes beyond interesting. I can't even think of a scenario where that, like...
Yeah, it's not interesting. It's a mistake. that sounds like a mistake.
Maybe I'm gonna get gifted this one here. We'll see. One more now. Suddenly land is good for me because I just have castle.
Right.
I'm just discarding the hand size again. Okay. I mean.
Yeah, the no red mana too. Love it. Okay, Inspector's not a bad draw here.
Yeah, it's a card. I mean, I'm pretty much to the point where I have no bad draws because land is good and every spell in my deck's castable with 4 lands. So
Right.
like I'll just represent the Dromoka's command, even though yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's probably worth it in case they cast an artist talent.
They found the Into the Flood Maw. They chose
They
Slate of
took-
Hand, not even the bounce spell.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Well, why? Yeah, I mean, bouncing the Rest in Peace.
I just feel like, what is their path to winning this game at this point?
I don't know now. I think
Found a
they've already-
land, that's pretty big.
They've dug themselves a pretty deep hole.
Yeah, okay, that's one of the worst cards I could have drawn, I suppose. I mean, they're probably on like Profts or Bust a little bit.
Yeah, but you have double Dromokas.
Right.
Yeah, like your anemic
Picklock's pretty good.
beatdowns just might be enough because you have the answers to all their shit.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so they're banking on that, getting them there
Okay.
to some degree.
So do you just counterfight it now?
Yeah, I think I will, especially because I have 1 green mana. One 3 flying vigilance is definitely like I almost jeez. Like I kind of feel like this is a weird, like I can attack with everything. They block Selfless Savior, I counter plus fight the Prankster.
Yeah, now that you have another extra Dromokas,
I think I just need to like try to win.
I think you can use it liberally here. Yeah.
So block there. I'll go. I don't know, maybe I just counter fight here.
Counter. Well. Oh, counter fight.
Like make the Thraben Inspector 3/4 instead of putting a counter on Selfless Savior.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Then it's not. Then it's out of Fiery Impulse range. Well, I guess Fiery
Which means
Impulse
I have like
is
one
pretty-
bigger threat that now.
Right.
Like another Picklock Prankster doesn't block.
Yep. Yep.
Well, they turned it into a pretty real game here because I definitely feel like
Yeah. I mean,
they found lands and now they can play their spells.
this is a pretty solid mold of 5.
Yeah. I have a lot of stuff that bogs me down here. Phoenix is not one of the things that I'm that worried about, unfortunately.
That's totally fine. You parting gust this end of turn?
The question is this the turn that I want to get the most aggressive? Because if I parting gust it, I can attack for 4, and like they can kind of just take it. Like I almost feel like it may be worth waiting, giving them an opportunity to like. Because I still will be attacking for 3 next turn, and I kind of don't think they're blocking.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So parting gust doesn't accomplish that much this turn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of my thought.
You only really get punished there if you like draw something else to spend your mana on, but you didn't. So.
Yeah, and some of the other things that I could spend my mana on could be really good. Like
Right. Right.
Wandering Emperor would make the attack even easier. Because yeah, I was gonna say I probably feel like they're kind of just chumping here. In which case, like that same thing basically would have happened, but they would have taken 2, you know. And it's like,
Yep. Yep.
and then they just have another chump next turn. Now here, I have a little bit more lines available, I think, to push more damage next turn and maybe close the door. Are they gonna go for the Profts? Nope. Okay.
They are looking pretty weak this game.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
That's a pretty freaking good draw. Yeah, I love that.
So I think I play that.
They might just kill it, but that's fine.
And I have Selfless Savior, and I have Dromoka's Command to protect
Well,
it.
that's true. Yeah, you have. Never mind. They won't just kill it.
Okay, they're going there. I'm
Okay.
gonna go here.
Hmm.
Loading. Uh-oh. Like, presumably they're firing off another removal, and now I get to go. I think now I go for the Jugular. Prevent the damage and fight.
Yeah,
And here,
I like
fight
it. They're
here.
tapped out of red mana. Yeah. Love it. I'm pretty sure that's game.
3, 4, 5, 6, perfect 3.
Yep.
Wow. Can't believe I got
Beautiful Molda 5 win against their 7. Love to see it. Love to see it. See, and that's why.
Oh, beautiful!
Wow, look at that heater,
dude. I got all my colors and I got a castle. I'm keeping.
Yeah, dude, perfect hand.
Oof.
It's really awkward. God, this is
good.
Do you keep this on 6?
I feel like I have to a little bit.
I don't know.
I mean, I just won on the Molda 5, but like the card quality is really high. I just.
And you're on the draw again though. I don't know. I think.
Like this is not a matchup where having like a turn 1 inspector or turn 1 anything is like winning
but
the
like,
game.
Okay, but you do have Rest in Peace in your deck.
I do.
You won on a Molda 5,
because
probably largely.
Mostly because of Rest in Peace.
Due to the Rest in Peace. I think I would mulligan, but do you? I think I would mulligan. Because you don't even know how long it's going to be until you can cast those Dromoka's commands.
Oh yeah, I mean I know.
You can't actually cast anything in your hand.
No, I can't. But then I go to 5 and like I don't know. It's tough. This hand's probably not getting there though. I have to be there.
This is better. I think this is better.
It's better. It's definitely better. I think I put back Plains and Parting Gust.
It's certainly not ideal, but I think it's better.
Pretty shit, but
yeah, it's pretty shit, but yeah. Okay, that's like not a horrible draw. It's a creature.
I need them to not have Spell Pierce.
Yeah, right. Need them to play Artist Talent right now.
That's definitely the hope.
Play the Artist Talent. Do it. Yeah, that's what we like to see. All right. Slam the Rest in Peace.
Archon's a very good draw.
That's a good draw too. Yep. Molda 5. Okay, key to this matchup. Molda 5.
Oh my gosh. Hey, don't speak too soon. They can just play third, whatever, Iconoclast and Young Pyromancer me.
True, true.
Weird they never level it up. I guess they play tons of 1-mana cards.
Yeah, I've seen them level it up before, but it's like they have nothing else to do.
I think this
that's interesting.
This is better against like a creature threat. Like I don't think this is winning them the game with my Rest in Peace out.
Yeah.
So
I kind of like
Impulse
playing Archon
doesn't
here.
answer Archon. Yeah, I was gonna say like it has to be Lava Axe or it has to be like a sweeper.
Yep.
So I think I'm just running this out.
I agree.
Ditch Phoenix, that's great. Wow, Field of Ruin would once again be a great draw because they have 2 islands out already. Field of Ruin. This is definitely a matchup that Field of Ruin shines in, where they just casually. Okay, they're Lightning Axe. Right.
Yep.
I mean, so are they going for profits? I think I'm just eating that. Oh, not the deck.
Now you're just playing the Archon, right? Yeah.
Yep. Okay, this could be a good Virtue of Loyalty game if I just draw one more. Yep, there's the profits. So I'm gonna be eating this, and then hoping they just never draw more creatures.
Right.
Definitely putting myself in a tricky situation here.
Okay, they're out of islands, notably.
Yep. Okay, that's big. I mean, in order for them to have a creature to put counters on, they have to play a creature.
Or kill your Skyclave now.
Oh, true. Yeah, but they won't be able to cast another spell.
Right. Yeah, the Profs is pretty limited with Archon out. Wait, what is the last stage of that thing,
The
dude?
source you control would deal non-combat damage to an opponent or a permanent they control. It deals that much damage +2.
Oh, okay, so it pretty much turns on their fiery impulses.
Yeah. Okay. Kind of an interesting game state here. I mean, I think I attack and just jam Virtue. What do you think?
I like that. I like that a lot.
I think I just gotta like compete
Yeah,
with Prof
attack.
somehow.
If they're gonna kill your thing, they'll kill it now.
Right.
And if they can't, then you jam the Virtue, which doesn't protect you from...
It doesn't really protect from anything, but it just means that whatever lives will be actually a relevant creature.
Yeah.
There's the Fiery Impulse.
Oh, wow, I'm surprised they didn't do that in combat.
Now they might be able to kill this. Now they can go wild though. Dig for a creature. Yeah, Profits could get out of hand here. One top. Free the Fae. Phoenix. Okay. Jeez. Okay. It's tough.
Yeah, this is really tough.
I get to play Redain and have a Chumper for a turn at least.
Emperor off the top.
Yeah, no kidding. I do have some good draws. Anything that removes a creature is really good here. Giant Killer. That's big.
Baby.
The question is, do I even attempt to play around Spell Pierce, or do I just jam it?
I don't think you can play around Spell Pierce here.
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth it. That's a card that they very well could have sideboarded out to if they brought anything in, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Have we seen a Spell Pierce? Did we see one last game?
No, I don't think so.
They very well could have boarded that out. You're a creature deck.
Tough.
I don't know. It's very tough, but I think you have to kind of just play to the board here. Hope they don't have it. Do you upkeep it? No, I don't know.
Yeah, just go with what you said. Let's see it. Okay, yeah. This is kind of what I wanted. They're going to take that, and then they're going to maybe bounce this. I mean, I'm kind of hoping they just commit hard and don't have Spell Pierce.
Right, yeah. Hopefully they're not thinking about it, or they don't have Spell Pierce in their deck, which is very possible. Okay. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they need like removal plus Spell Pierce to beat me here, basically.
Yep, they either have it or they don't. Don't have it. Come on, don't have it. One time, don't have it. Oh, they're digging for it. Nope.
Well, they hit opt though.
They did hit opt. They did hit opt. They're still digging. Come on!
Yeah, did they trim down to like 1?
Got him! Okay, it's not over yet.
Wow, see, like, they honestly would have been better off if we played the, like, I don't know, like, because now I can block for days on the ground, and I can just play that, which is pretty good. It's like, how many draw spells are left in their deck, right? Like, it can't be that many.
Yeah, right?
Right.
This is an intense game.
Very tight.
Yeah. I
definitely wish I found a Dromokas at some point here to, like, Dromokas would be huge. Getting rid of either of these.
Dromokas would be really nice.
I mean, obviously they keep Profts.
I have no idea what's gonna happen with this game.
Like, how many more spells do they have that draw them? I mean, about to find out. Okay. That's right, I knew they had that. That means... Okay. Doesn't kill it, but maybe
that doesn't... they must have another. No.
Or they just want to put as many counters on this as possible.
Yeah.
On fish. What?
Well, now you can't block and...
Well, but... Oh, that's right, that can actually attack. Yeah, so that's pretty good, actually. Now I'll have 2 flying.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they'll just get to attack them for 5. Damn, Dramokas would be so good. Where are you, Dramokas? Command.
Yeah, right.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, they chump. Wow, this is so fucking tight. Holy shit.
Alright. Replay.
Yep.
Play it back.
This is definitely the most intense game of the league. Oof. Do they have anything else, though?
I was gonna say, they don't... Nope,
If they have nothing... No, that's their last card. Okay.
It's huge for me, yeah, I mean...
Yeah, this is fine. Okay, they're just holding up Brazen Bow.
Come on!
Something good. Oh, come on!
So, if... I mean... I think I just attack with... They have to block this, and then if I attack with this, they could double block and trade only one of them, I guess.
Okay, so what happens if you attack with both? What are their blocks?
I assume they double block Redain and chump here. And they're gonna have 2 flying attackers. They're gonna have 2.
Because they could flash in Brazen Borrower.
Mm-hmm.
They could put Brazen Borrower plus Picklock on Redain. They could potentially double block both.
True, but they can... Oh, they could put 6 here.
Yeah, they could potentially double block and kill both, and then end up with
2/2. But what they don't know is I'll have Mutavault plus Castle. So that's like a winning exchange for me. They'll never get a ground attacker is never getting through Castle this game, right? I have no cards left in hand.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, I would be okay with that exchange. I think like the worst case, and I think what's bad is if I don't know. I feel like I don't send Redain in. So tough though.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, is it worth sending in both? So your Skyclave's a 6/6. If you send just Skyclave in, they probably block with...
I think they just chump with fish, I have to imagine.
You think they just chump?
I think so. They keep all their flyers and hope to get like removal spell off the top. You may discard a card. Okay, so they don't get to draw a card. Even if they draw Lightning Axe and can pay 6 for it or whatever, it still doesn't give them lethal because they wouldn't be able to do like the looting.
Yeah, they're completely reliant on the top of their deck at this point.
Or wait, that would be lethal. They'd have 7 power in the air.
Oh man.
7 power, yeah. So I feel like I do actually have to send Redain, maybe. Like maybe trading is actually okay.
Maybe just forcing as many blocks as possible before they can get counters. Yeah.
I think that's what I need to do.
Yeah. Okay. I like it.
And then I
don't love it. It doesn't feel great, but it feels like probably what you have to do. Yep.
Okay, that's... What? Wow, okay.
Yep.
I mean, I will take that.
That's what I kind of thought they would do.
No, that's my favorite thing that they could have done. Wait, what? How did I mess that up?
Oh, were you trying to kill them?
Oh, yeah, I definitely should have killed that one. Shoot. Wow, I thought I had enough power, I just miscounted. Okay, that was bad. Now, this is like the one draw that made me wish I played the land last turn, because I really wish I could castle and have Mutavault up as a 3/3.
Oh, true.
I think I just don't get the extra counter on the castle and make it at instant speed. So I basically, instead of getting a 2/2 and a 3/3 Mutavault, I get a 1/1 and a 3/3 Mutavault. But I can block with the Mutavault.
Yeah.
Alright, that turned out to be not... Okay. I guess maybe they drew a removal. Lightning Axe. Oof. Punished in every way. Wait, no, I can't...
Oh, because it's summoning
sick.
sick.
My gosh.
Oh,
wow.
no.
Insanely brutal.
I didn't even think about that.
Wow. That's like game losing on the spot. Okay, so now I take
God.
Okay, well, I definitely meant to kill this and only take 1 from that.
Yeah.
Alright, well, the little things will get you sometimes. Yeah, alright, there it is.
Our land.
I messed it
God.
up in two ways. I messed up. I should have played the plane the last turn.
Oh, that's so...
That was tight, but...
That's very sad.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I mean, I needed to pay closer attention. I don't know why I thought the Redane with the counter traded with both the creature. I thought everything traded. I just did the math wrong. I guess I was thinking of Redane's like 4 toughness or something.
Yeah. I didn't think about the Mutavault having summoning sickness.
I've never had that come up in a single game ever in my entire life before.
Yeah.
But I should have played the land the previous turn because then it just wouldn't have mattered. I could have made a 2/2 token. Basically, if I had played that last turn cycle accurately, I could have had a 2/2 token and Mutavault as a 3/3, and the 2/2 and then I would have only left them with a 1/3 is all I wanted to leave them with.
Right.
And then I would have like went to block with Mutavault, they would have killed it, and then I would have just traded my 2/2 token with their 2/2.
Yeah.
Orion again. And
I wish we could rewind that game. That's a tough one. That was a good match, though.
It was a good match, yeah.
It was a very good match.
I needed like one clutch draw step down the stretch of that game. I mean, I didn't need it. I was competitive without it, but
Yorion with Llanowar Elf? What is happening?
Yeah,
here?
that really confused me, Boseiju with Yorion.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I thought I knew what I was up against, and then that happened, and now I have no idea.
I have no clue what this is. Okay.
Is it just the green-white Hate Bears deck, I guess?
But with Yorion, that's definitely unusual.
So I'm gonna.
But I assume if they're playing the Llama land, it's probably the green-white Hate Bear deck. Just weird that they're playing Yorion.
I don't have a very good hand against them.
I strongly disagree with playing Yorion, like, just for value. I've only ever
Elf deck.
I have only ever supported it in one deck, and it's because the lines with it are too strong to not play it. But like, I don't think that's the case with this green-white Hate Bears deck.
I don't know what's going on here. They could animate this.
I mean, I'm assuming they just have Coco. So
do I even attack?
I mean, you can. I feel like you can attack. You have Parting Gust and Dromokas.
Do I put a counter on Aspirant and have start spreading the counters around?
I kind of like just. Well, okay. So if they Dromokas, what's like the worst that could happen? They could hit like a Werefox Bodyguard. They could hit
Skyclave.
Skyclave.
3/4 1-mana Thraven Inspector is pretty rough, and then just block it. So I probably just don't send the Inspector into combat. Or I mean the Aspirant into combat. But if I put a counter on the Aspirant, I could attack with both and maybe have an okay combat happen, just depending on what they hit and what they will.
I kind of like just counter on Inspector and send an Inspector.
I think that's what I was leaning. Like make them deal with it.
Right.
Or they're just representing Restless Prairie and that's it. I don't know.
They just didn't want to Coco and combat. I think they're gonna end of turn Coco.
Seems likely. Game interrupter.
Okay, well that's fine. 3-mana 2/2 flyer, sure.
Yeah.
Congrats. Nice Windrake opponent.
Alright, they found all the elves in their Urion deck.
Yep.
Skyclave.
Okay, that is a pretty good one.
Can't do anything about that. Now if they just sent this elf into combat, that's very good for me.
Yeah, right. I feel like... Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I was gonna say, is it best to just crack Clue, but making a 2/2 seems pretty good. Yeah.
It's really good here.
Yeah.
Just because they have Yorion, that's pretty good.
True.
So here's where like how greedy. This is like a tough situation with the Dromokas, where it's like how greedy do I want to get with it? If I counter on Aspirant and just attack with 2 2/2s, I almost certainly get to like 2-for-1 them by like blowing out a double block and fighting somewhere potentially too. I but I just feel like nothing that they have out right now is worth fighting over. So it's sort of like
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's just put a counter on knight.
knight and attack. Yeah, I was gonna say. Like, I think that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, because I agree. Nothing they have out right now is that important.
I'm somehow ahead in the race, even though I was double shocked to start the game.
Right.
I think I was on the play. Maybe, or were they on the play? I don't even know. I think I was probably on the play. Like, I'm kind of hoping they just Yuri in, and I can just kill it with Giant Killer.
Okay, they're not putting Yorion in hand, so they have another Coco.
This might just be the opportunity to take out the Prairie. Like, I'm just cracking Clue here.
Yeah,
Like, it's
I like
probably
it.
free to just do this first.
I like it.
Because that could, like, they have a bunch of creatures that could really matter in combat phase later.
Yep.
Okay, that's nice. Nice draw. I mean, I feel like I just play Inspector. Well, it's kind of an awkward Inspector turn because I can double spell, but I can't triple spell no matter what.
Right, right.
But I feel like if I play Inspector, I can immediately put a counter on it and have it be like pretty relevant. And I feel like I don't really care about this getting too much bigger than a 3/3. Like, it already is just going to trade with probably dirtily stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like play
I
Inspector,
think I
put a
maybe just
counter
do
on it,
this,
attack with the...
3 and see if they have Coco.
Yep. Respond to that.
So they only have 2 cards in hand, and they picked up Urian, right? I'm pretty sure they did.
No, they didn't pick it up.
Oh, they haven't yet?
No, they haven't.
Wait, it's not in the exile zone.
Wait.
Is
No,
it in
yeah.
the
No, it wouldn't be. No, they haven't picked it up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure they haven't picked it up.
Okay. I'm totally okay with this.
Yep, totally fine.
That's like, okay. Just my aspirants just kind
Oh
of taking over
no,
this game.
Coco. Why didn't they pick it up?
It must be really flooded. I don't know. This game's just.
But why wouldn't they pick up the Orion? They're just bluffing?
I could have sworn they picked it up.
I don't think they did. No,
Oh, yeah, there they go. They did. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know why they didn't pick it up last turn. Huh.
I feel like they're sitting on an interrupter and they're just like waiting to get me with it, but it's like they're probably waiting for me to play like
But they,
Pikachu or something.
well, but they had enough mana last turn to pick up Yorion and still hold up Interrupter. That's why I'm like confused.
Yeah, that's strange. This is definitely getting into like feeling better and better about this game territory.
Fine trade.
I don't care at all. Okay.
Cool. If they just...
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay, there's the
It's
Interrupter.
like they got interrupt or something.
Yeah. Now they can play their Yorion and you can chop it down.
Yeah, I'm hoping they play Orion. And I just get to chop down and then untap, play Giant Killer. That's like my best line for sure. Okay, they're finally trying to actually race, which means maybe they're gonna play Orion.
Seems like it. Chop that shit down.
Alright, that's a great exchange for me. And a good draw as well. So now I think I finally...
Send the aspirant? I think I would.
Yeah, I'm pretty far ahead. Try it, so, and they're at 8, so I just... The life points are going to really matter here. I think I just do this, and if they block, I save it. Yep. And now I can just play Virtue, because they don't have that anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see you losing this game.
Yeah, well, once the Virtue's out.
Right.
But yeah, I still have a plotted Selfless Savior. Oh, they just have Knight of Autumn. That's hilarious. Well, I think
that's funny.
Is good enough.
I mean, it's fine, but like you already got the counters off of it too.
Yeah, I was gonna say like putting
still
those counters is really really good for me. Another Knight of Autumn. Wow, their hand is just total like snooze fest cards. Okay.
Yep. I mean, you have to scrape the bottom of the barrel when you play Yorion. So.
Yeah.
I just don't get why you would make this into a Yorion deck. It doesn't seem worth it to me at all. Because that just means that's that many less games that you see your Enduring Innocence, which is like clearly the best card in the deck.
It's certainly looking a lot of relevant stuff going on right now.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get the Yorion.
I'm just sitting on 3 removal spells plus counter Coco.
Oh yeah, this game's already over. Yeah. It doesn't matter what they draw at that point. Like it's over.
So they're probably playing Coco. If I had to guess, right? I think these.
Wait, didn't they play Coco? Or no, they didn't.
They never actually played a Coco.
They've got to be though.
Yeah, so I think I'm going on Containment Priest plan and the Hushbringer plan.
Definitely like Hushbringer, yeah.
And then
Giant Killer seems, well, it does kill Yorion.
Yeah, then they just have Yorion in every hand, right? I feel like it's good enough. I
it's probably good enough.
I think this is just like a cut the Inspectors because they're mopey and bad with Hushbringer. Like, I don't know, they are good with Aspirant, but I think
Archon seems a little sketchy. They have a lot of flash.
Well, but I think just flying matters a lot, though. That's they
true.
win by flying. It might not be like 4 Archon. It might be like cut a couple. I mean, Redain is clearly like amazing, right? I mean, flying, vigilance, and stopping Coco.
Yeah, I like Redain more than Archon.
Selfless Savior is also pretty mopey, but like kind of gotta keep the curve down a little bit. I could like do a little bit of hedging and be like, I'll keep in like 1 Inspector. I only have to cut 5 cards. I don't know. I think I'll keep 3 Archon. It's like I assume they literally have 4 Archon in their deck too. But it's just, I think flying is such a premium in this matchup.
No, that's true.
It's like not playing it for the effect, playing it to be a 3-mana 2/3 fly.
Yeah, no, I mean, the amount of times I've played against this deck with my red-white deck and just won because I played the White Overlord on turn 4. Just make 2 2/1 flyers and just like win with that.
Yeah. This is pretty.
Flying is definitely important.
Need to see some action here, but like the 2 cards I have are really good matchup.
Yeah.
So I feel like
it's not the greatest hand, but I don't.
What I wanted to see there off the top.
Yeah.
But.
I don't disagree with keeping it though. I think it's just don't. Now you just need to see no more lands for this game. Okay, well there's their best card. Okay.
Oh yeah, they do have an answer to it and an answer to something else. Although if they're gonna have like Coco.
Worst case scenario, they play Archon here.
Actually,
make your lands tapped.
Yeah, right. I mean, if they just have Aimant Interrupter, that kind of blows. But
yeah, Aimant Interrupter would be really rough.
I think I can afford to care about that, so here we go.
They probably have it.
I feel like every time my opponent has I shouldn't say that. There was that like match where we played against this deck and they had like drew 3 Enduring Innocences and it just didn't matter at all. Because I had stuff that was just better. But
yeah,
the last time we played this in a league, they steamrolled me and they just like drew infinite Enduring Innocences and drew infinite cards off of it, and all of them were relevant.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that last time. I was just like, man, I wish we had Torch the Tower in our deck.
Yeah. Having it turn 2 on the play too is just gross for sure.
Yeah. It's
probably losing this game.
And like this
it's hard to come back from that.
I mean, this draw is what you want to see, which is why I'm just like, why would you play Yorion?
Right, yeah.
Because you just reduce the number of times you get this draw.
Right.
Okay. All right. They didn't have a response to that. That's nice.
It's insane how flooded I am, though.
Oh, okay. They have Coco?
If they have Coco, that's amazing for me. Come on, have Coco.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That would be insane. Please, Coco. Please.
Okay. I don't.
Well, you still
they
get
draw
to
a
get.
card. Yeah.
They do get to draw a card, but then you still get rid of the thing.
And they're not giving themselves a token by doing, unless. Oh no, they're targeting that.
Oh.
That's
Oh, so that way they can just sack the bodyguard and get it back. Sure.
Kind of weird. It kind of means I have to run this out now, because otherwise they can sack
Does
the
it?
bodyguard. Well, sacking the bodyguard is a cost, and you can't respond to it. So like, if they ever pay the cost, they just have the Enduring Innocence on the back.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Okay.
Really
Well, that
wonky.
makes sense then.
So now is where I hope they're just sitting on tons of stuff that doesn't matter at all. But if they just have like one Skyclave for my Containment Priest, yeah, okay. Pretty rough. Okay. Probably this one. Just kind of have all the cards that lined up well against my hand, and I drew a million lands against the Orion deck.
Yeah, they just kind of had everything, and you had a really poor draw. I'm trying to think what could even save you at this point. Not another land. That's definitely not it.
Guess just them having nothing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right. That's enough. That's
the Orion deck just having infinite. Yeah.
That's just silly.
I think I'm just
I
running
don't know.
back.
I think the plan is good.
Yeah, I think the plan's good. They gotta have a little bit less good of a hand. They can't have, like, they've had turn 1 elf both games, and the Orion deck, they gotta have a little bit slower of a start, I think, and not have the turn 2 Enduring Innocence. Just kind of had it all that game for what I had.
Yep. Hand seems fine.
Yeah, a little awkward mana, but
Yeah, not amazing, but fine. Hushbringer is nice.
I mean, they don't have, you know, portable hole or something. Like, Hushbringer is just pretty much game.
Yeah, right. Hushbringer is very. Oh yeah, yeah. They can't even remove it with Skyclave. They like have to have Purple Hole.
It does turn off my own Skyclave in this hand, but obviously it's a worthwhile exchange.
Definitely worth it. Yeah. Yeah, God, Hushbringer is amazing against them. Turns off like everything. No 1-drop or 2-drop. Love to see that. So they just have a handful of 3-drops and Cocos.
Yeah, that's their deck, yeah, so. So hopefully they just do nothing. Let's see. Yeah, and have like a flash creature, and then they try to eat my Hushbringer with it, and I get to Wandering Emperor them.
Yeah.
That's my hope for this turn cycle, and then I think it's just, I don't know that they can get out of it. If this is Iganjo, I guess I gust my guy to save it. GG?
Probably.
Maybe not, we'll see.
I mean, it's looking pretty freaking good for you.
Yeah.
Even if they take out the
I mean, none of their deck does anything with the Hushbringer out there. That's really good draw, too.
It's insane how good Hushbringer is against this deck.
Yeah, like if this is a real deck, it makes Hushbringer so tempting to
Right.
play 3 of instead of just 2. That's the same way with like Angel. Remember when Angels got popular for a little bit there? Just like Iganjo. They do have Iganjo.
Blanket. Yeah.
Thank goodness.
It's worth it.
I should have Field of Ruin to them first. Oh well.
Eh. Oh well. They have enough basics. It probably doesn't matter that
Well,
much.
no, mostly for me, so that I could have another point source.
Oh, true. True. Yeah.
They're just gonna try to get Urian. I don't know. Other than Iganjo, they could be playing Get Lost or Portable Hole.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much Get Lost, Portable Hole.
Or like March. I highly doubt they're playing March. loss here now. And now if it's another Iganjo, I mean, it'd have to be Settle the Wreckage or something, like, I don't know, something I'm not playing around.
Yeah, I think your Hushbringer is pretty safe. Which means you're probably winning the
I'm
game.
about to play something else. Coco. Yeah. Okay.
Sure. Congrats on your 3-mana 2/2s.
3 mana.
Okay. 4 mana for a 2/2 and a 1/1. Alright. Do you...
I think I'm okay with this. Or I could Dramoka's. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just time to be greedy, right? I guess.
I think, yeah, I feel like pressing the advantage is actually good here.
Yeah. So the question is, do I Field of Ruin first now because it gives him 2 mana? Does the 2 mana do anything? But I really want to Field of Ruin to get 1 more white source. Like,
yeah, I'd like Field of Ruining.
I don't know what they could have to blow.
I don't think they could do much with 2 mana at instant speed. Yeah, I like pressing the advantage here. Just like close the door as soon as possible. Try to not let them draw into their potential portable holes or get lost.
Yeah. Keep my. Oh, that creature dying doesn't even trigger. Yeah, that's right. Cool. All right.
Oh, yeah, right. I didn't even think about that.
Dang. The only loss was that tight Phoenix match.
All right.
Well, that was fun. That's
Redemption League, indeed.
Yeah.
Honestly, could have been a 5-0 maybe if we didn't fuck up the game against.
Yeah, no, that was definitely one of those games where it went on so long, got really complicated, and your head gets so far down the rabbit hole, and then you do like tiny little things wrong, or like mess up something so basic, like just the fact that I didn't block. Like I totally wanted to kill the 3-power flyer, not the 1-power flyer, and I just thought I had enough damage to kill both, so I wasn't paying close enough attention.
But all in all, like a very good league.
Yeah, definitely.
Great showing for this deck. Yeah, I like the tweaks that you made. I don't think Thalia is necessary. I like that change a lot. I don't think Thalia is really doing much for this deck at all.
Yeah, feel solid. That was definitely running a bit better than obviously definitely. Well, last league it wasn't even just me running bad. It was like the opponents running super hot.
Right.
Right. Kind of now that we have 4 leagues of doing this in a pretty nice sample size. It's 2 3-2s, a 1-4, a 4-1. That's death and taxes. It's not like we're gonna be spiking a bunch of 5-0s all the time. A lot of close games, a lot of fun decision making. The games that are like the least fun games tend to be the ones where your opponent just has the nuts and you don't have, you have a slow hand or whatever, because that's when you don't have much play from this deck's perspective. But like the games where like you pretty much never have like a nut draw that the opponent doesn't get to interact with because it's just slow creatures. So it makes for a lot of fun, grindy games and lots of decisions. And obviously I've been playing the deck for a long time, so I feel like I'm a good pilot and kind of know what matters. And I feel like that pays dividends and just grinding in leagues. You just eke out some wins when opponents don't really know what they're up against, or I feel like I'm generally able to make the decisions better than my opponents do, like as far as knowing what matters. So it's fun. Yeah. It's a good deck. Yeah, maybe we'll change it up in the coming league, but for now it's been fun to run with this, and it feels about as good as it's ever felt in terms of this. Like Jamoka's command is clearly really good right now. Archon's really good.
Well positioned. Yeah, we didn't even play against any unholy annex that league, but yeah,
it's interesting. I cut the 4th parting gust. I have to say, I feel like I've been trying to be really keeping a critical eye on parting gust. It's like one of those weird cards where like having a high number of it in the deck is almost like theoretically better than it is practical. I feel like it's the type of card. There's lots of games, right, where you like lose because your opponent just like gets the Velgavoth out, or gets the Attrax out, or gets the Shieldred out, and you're just like, just need to draw the 1 removal spell, for the thing. And Parting Gust is just like the removal spell that gets everything. So it's the one that like it feels good to have a lot of copies in the deck in those types of games. And I think that's why I was just defaulting to 4 of it. But it definitely was not a card that felt like the strongest card in my deck in that league by any means. I mean, we didn't play like Rakdos aggro or very many decks. I mean, we played Phoenix, and that usually feels really good against Phoenix, but it didn't really do too much against Phoenix.
And Boros Heroic.
That's true. It's really good against Heroic, yeah. So we played some matches where it was good, but
it just is, at a certain point, you can't water your deck down too much with removal. You just have to have a certain amount of creatures, right?
Yeah, like I feel like 4 of it is too much. 3 might be the sweet spot, maybe even 2, honestly.
Yeah.
Like even just having like the giant killer and the other Skyclave, again, it's just cards that bring bodies with them.
Right.
And I do think Skyclave's really good right now.
I agree. Skyclave is great. Skyclave, ever since I started playing Skyclave, I've been like, why has this not been a format staple the whole time?
And I think it's mostly because
good.
there's not a good white mid-range deck, right? Like,
yeah, that's true.
Certain cards are format staples not because like their power level's higher than another card's power level, but because and thinking about like Rakdos mid, for example, like I think Blood Tithe Harvester is a great example where like
if there wasn't a good
really strong, but if red black mid range is just a strategy wasn't great, like that card would not be like making people play the archetype. It just fits with Fatal Push, Thoughtseize, Fable amazingly well.
Yeah.
Like that core of like 16 cards, it's like, oh, the blood token lets you loot away the Thoughtseize or push that you don't need, and the Fable just so happens to combo with Blood Tithe Harvester against other creature-based decks to be like a lockout late game, and like blood tokens just sift you through your deck too. So even if it's not a creature-based deck, you're still getting more blood tokens to find stuff. Yeah, like it's just a great core. And I feel like Skyclave in the white-based deck is just like all the white-based decks in the format that have had success are either like way over-the-top type decks, like I play white, I'm 5-color Niflheim, or or I'm like Enigmatic Incarnation and play Leyline Binding, I'm a white deck, like clearly not interested in Skyclave, or they're like humans or heroic type aggro decks.
Right.
Definitely in this kind of shell. Like if I were to make a red-white version or a black-white version, like I think all of them would include some number of Skyclave. Black-white being the trickiest because you have the most other good removal options. Like I think red-white still play like 2 maybe.
Oh yeah, I mean I love Skyclave in my red-white deck. Yeah.
And just decks that like care about having creatures to attack, like as like your way to win.
Yeah. Fable copying Skyclave is quite nice.
It's kind of like the Blood Tithe Harvester thing. Yeah, it's like,
it really is.
Probably a little less strong, but
a little worse. Yeah, because you're still giving them something back, but it's definitely still good. Yeah.
Yeah, but the green-white deck, it's been fun to run it through its paces a bit. I feel like it's in a solid spot, and maybe we'll brew something to change it up a bit soon here. But I feel like if I were to play it, if there was an RC queue tomorrow or something that I was playing in, or an RC or whatever, like this would be pretty much the list I would take right now as far as I'm comfortable with how it works. And I feel like the approximate numbers are good. I wouldn't like wildly change it up. I still feel like there could be opportunities to tweak some things on the margins. Like maybe 2 Portal Hole does fit in really well and shores up an area. Like there's some cards that I've chosen not to play that could very well be justifiable if you kind of tweaked a little bit of the composition.
Yeah, I agree.
I also feel like oh, go ahead.
Yeah, at this point in the list, I'm like questioning, the main deck Containment Priest is a little sketchy to me.
It's just literally to then be able to have 3, but yeah, I mean,
I get it. No, I get it.
And it's like, I guess my question would be like, what card are you main decking?
Well, my other question is
over it.
Is it actually worth it to have the wedding announcements anymore?
I know you brought that up before, and I think they're like less good than they used to be.
They were so good when like the old Rakdos midrange was the most popular deck. They were so good, but they're now it's like what deck are they like really good against?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's funny that you asked that because we just played the Waste Not deck, and they're absolutely the best card in 75.
They were good against Waste Not, but that is a very...
And they could be better than what they looked in that
That's
matchup.
A very unpopular deck at this point.
Right, yeah, I agree. It's sort of like they're there because I'm used to that defining play patterns against a certain type of archetype that was significant. It was like really good against vampires, rack mid, mono black, Waste Not. And then it's like passable against like humans. It's pretty good. I think I'm bringing it in against them usually and stuff. Like it just had its array of things, but what I bring it in against is a pretty small piece of the pie lately. So yeah, that could be. I guess like the question would be in my head if there was like a tournament tomorrow, like do I actually expect to play any of those decks? Because I feel like if I didn't have any wedding announcements, then I got paired against like a weird Rakdos midrange, I'd be like, wow, I feel way worse, like in this matchup. Whereas having 3 to 4 in the 75 is literally single-handedly enough to fit with the rest of the core to make me feel very favored. And not having any, it would just be a different story. So
that's fair.
But I mean that. Yeah, I could be playing something else, definitely. I wish there was a card that I felt like really swung the like big mana deck, the like big dumb stuff deck matchups, like the Enigmatic and
Yeah.
Overlords and Niv to Light type stuff, because I don't feel like Invasion's the closest thing I have, but I don't feel like there's a haymaker that I have for those matchups that's like super good. I feel like they're just really tough.
Yeah, Invasion is that the closest thing to that haymaker.
Yeah. Which is part of why I like have left the wedding announcement. I'm like, I'm leaving this in as a haymaker for a certain type of matchup that does exist out there, even though it's not that well represented right now. But like, what would I swap it out for that adds as much value as that adds in those matchups? Like, it's just been a hard question for me to answer. So
yeah,
they're just kind of a standby at this point, and I know where they're good and where they're not useful, and it makes simplifies some sideboarding and simplifies some matchups that, like, yeah, if those were suddenly gone, like, let's just pretend those were portable holes, you know, and I play mono black waste out in a random league, it's just like, oh shoot, this is kind of tough all of a sudden, like, missing.
But it still hits the waste knot and it hits their Wreck-It or Big Buster. Like, it's not that bad.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't even know if I would bring in portable hole against them, honestly. But yeah, that I wasn't specifically saying to bring portable hole in against that matchup. I just more meant I'd lose my haymaker, and that's not to say I should be playing it for that reason, but more like that's just why it's there.
I hear you.
It just gives me an easy like slam dunk into some decks that used to be prevalent. But
yeah, I think it comes down to like, what are you? Yeah, how much do you want to try to predict the meta, or how much do you want to try to be adaptable to, you know, a wide variety of things?
Yeah.
Because like obviously, if you're trying to predict more things that portable hole are good against, then it's probably worthwhile to have that instead of the wedding announcement. But if you're trying to be more widely adaptable, I could see the argument for a wedding. Yeah.
And I do think that like Gear Hulk they spoiled this green white.
Yeah, that card's
gonna be worth really brewing around, and and I feel like it basically fits in like this archetype, but
I think it does.
It requires a rework of the mana base because I think you just go no colorless.
Yeah,
so you just have to cut Mutavault and you have to cut Field, and then you have to represent green a little more, which is in some ways would be like a push of like, okay, time to actually play more green cards, and like because the green card of my dreams that I've never been able to play because I've always been playing like Cave of the Frost Dragon, turn 1 white creature, is Werewolf Pack Leader.
Yeah.
And if you like can play a mana base to support Werewolf Pack Leader, plus that Gear Hulk, plus you could still easily play like Archon Redain and Dramoka's Command, right? You just probably can't be playing Thraben Inspector and Selfless Savior, maybe, because I don't know, there's only Razor Ridge Thicket and Temple Garden that cast turn 1 Thraben Inspector and turn 2 Werewolf Pack Leader. So you're probably suddenly playing green 1-drops, is what I'm trying to say there. So it does pretty substantially change the deck, but I feel like that's probably the direction I'll try to go, and I will try to brew around that card. I know there's been, obviously, like, what it searches up is a huge amount of things, and it's going to be a little bit toolboxy to build that deck, but I did think it was super interesting that someone called out that, like, it searches up Sigarda's Aid plus Colossus Hammer, which is, like, the closest thing that this type of archetype could ever have to, like, a little bit of a cheaty, like, race you fast type hand, like a little like give you outs to things. I'm just like, oh yeah, you killed my first couple things, and I'm just left with like a Thraben Inspector or whatever at my 1-drop, and now there's 4-drop, but I'll just go get Colossus Hammer, you know, and maybe deal you 14 next turn with Trample. Yeah, so that's a pretty cool thing that I don't know how it fits into the 60. You know, whatever, the 60 will be very tight with that with toolboxy. Like I assume you want for sure 1 or 2 portable hole in the 75. You probably want 1 Shadow Spear in the main with that tutoring. I don't know off the top of my head what all the tutor targets would be. I mean, you probably want a Giant Killer, right? You just have a removal spell you can tutor.
Yeah, Giant Killer's a great one. Haywire Might is a great one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's so many options.
Really hard to build it. I'll miss not shuffling ever.
True.
That's one of the things I love about Pioneer and this archetype is like I just never shuffle with this.
Right. That is great.
But that's more of just a difference from Modern. Most Pioneer decks don't really have to shuffle that much, actually. So.
True.
Yeah, the tricky thing is it probably means bye-bye to the Wandering Emperors. Like, you probably play 3 or 4 of the Gear Hulk if you're defining your deck around that, and probably just don't want to play any more 4-drops.
Yeah, you can only have so many.
And Wandering Emperor is pretty hard to replace. So, like, frankly, the jury will be out on if that's worth it or not to me. Like, it's clearly the power level's there to be justifiable to, like, build a deck around it. I just don't know if it'll be, like, actually the type of strategy I want to play or not, so.
Yeah.
We'll see. A little food for thought.
will definitely be
It would
interesting.
definitely be fun to do a new twist. Like I think that's the card that would push me into like I've never quite made a list that's true, like almost sort of like green Selesnya Death and Taxes instead of white Selesnya Death and Taxes, right? Like that would be the card that pushes me to give it a go and pushes me to be like, all right, I'm actually playing Lair of Hydra, no Mutavaults.
Right.
And going...
Maybe Scavenging Ooze is better now.
Right.
Maybe, you know,
Scavenging Ooze would get way better, and Scavenging Ooze could suddenly be like a 2-of or something. Yep.
Yeah, it opens up your options a lot differently than what they are now, but
yeah,
requires you to cut some things. Yeah, that'll be interesting for sure, but not until February.
Yeah, it's pretty far away. I have yet to see anything
that
from
one really
Foundations that gets me excited, sadly.
What's that?
I've yet to see anything from Foundations that gets me excited, sadly.
Yeah, there's not a lot. I mean, Burst Lightning is kind of interesting. I'm like, does Burst Lightning matter? But like, not even many decks play with fire anymore.
Right. Yeah, because Torch the Tower became so good.
Right. So I'm like, I don't know if that even matters. Like maybe for Mono Red Devotion, does Burst Lightning matter? But other than that, I'm not sure. Yeah, I haven't seen a ton from Foundations that I'm super excited for.
Yeah.
That's all right though.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, probably a good time to sign off. Call it a night. Thanks as usual for joining me.
Absolutely.
For anyone who tuned in, thanks for watching. It was a fun league.
It was a great league.
Almost got that 5-0.
Yeah, so close.
It's gotta be a little tighter next time, and yeah, I mean it still would have been a game. I don't know if I for sure would have won or not if I left the 1-3 around.
Yeah, it just would have been a game.
If I had done that correctly at the end there, I would have been able to basically trade with their 2/2 token they made from killing Skyclave and lose my Mutavault, and they would only hit me for 1, and I'd be at 6, and I'd be able to untap with Castle plus Virtue and drew a Temple Guard. So,
right.
Definitely anyone's game from there, but make a 2/2 with Castle, pass turn, they have a 1/3. If they draw land, it's like, all right, it's a close one then.
Yep, just got to take it as a lesson learned.
Yeah.
Slow it down.
It's fun.
Yeah,
I was going real fast at the end. I didn't need to be going that fast.
Yeah, but no, good league, regardless. Yeah, great showing for Green-White.
Yeah. All right, let's sign off the stream here.